On this episode of Supercars Talk, I look at what a possible 2020 calendar will look like. Seeing as though everyone's getting excited and it looks like we might be out of this whole COVID thing pretty soon, and we're going to have real racing, not just e-racing anymore, I thought it was time to have a look at what possible events we might see for the rest of the year and what we are not going to see. So let's start off with the zero chance events. Townsville, Newcastle, Gold Coast. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to see any street tracks for the rest of the year because I think fans are going to be limited. And what do you need a street track for it to work? Fans. So there's a slim chance, possibly maybe Newcastle. Gold Coast have got everyone going to the beaches and stuff. So, they obviously don't care. Maybe we might see Gold Coast. Townsville is out. That is far too early. You can't just move these, street track kind of events. That's not going to happen. Okay, so I think there's some events we should avoid as well. Simmons, Barbagallo and Pukekohe. Okay, New Zealand people, Tasmanians and Western Australians possibly not going to be happy with that. Yes, they are permanent tracks, but why, when we're trying to minimise social contact and that, why send them to the furthest reaches possible kind of thing? Let's, just keep it as close as possible. Now, I haven't mentioned Hidden Valley in that list, probably because I reckon that's far enough away from a population that who cares if we send them there. Hidden Valley's a hard one, and also that's another big tourism kind of one. I think that's possibly in the list that we're not going to see, but I would kind of like to see at least, one away from the standard list that I'm going to propose. Okay, the ones that I'm going to propose, we have to have Bathurst. No doubt about it. Be hard watching it without spectators or limited spectators. Not sure how you control that or who you decide you're going to let in. But I think Bathurst will happen. And the way things are going, I think it's going to happen on its traditional weekend. No question about that. It's just probably the level of spectators that are going to be there. So, other events. The Bend. Now, we've got the crap situation where we're going to have the 500 at the Bend this year, but that's the perfect place because there's no crowd there anyway, so let's have it at the Bend. Simple. Other ones in the list. I think we will be going to Sydney Motorsport Park, and I would not be surprised if we see a couple of events at Sydney Motorsport Park. They're getting the lights installed there, so I think a night race, and the series has to finish in Sydney, and for contractual reasons I think they might try and finish it before Christmas with another event at Sydney Motorsport Park, having an early nightish race there and then a late one, or it would probably actually work better having the night race later on in the year because summer and it's hot. I think we'll see Winton and Phillip Island on the schedule, where they don't pay a sanction fee. The same goes for Queensland Raceway and Sandown as well. And those events are all kind of close to half the population of the teams. So there's Team Sydney, but as far as I know, they're still based in Queensland at the Techno facilities. They haven't been able to move because of the lockdown. So essentially, all the teams are either Queensland-based or Victoria-based. The outlier being Brad Jones Racing, already, but they're very close to Winton. It's not too far, and they've got, that kind of shortcut up to Queensland. And then obviously Sydney Motorsport Park and Bathurst being in the middle kind of for them. And I think that's probably why you're going to see possibly two events at Sydney Motorsport Park, which will give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... plus the second one at the Sydney Motorsport Park, 9, possibly even where you'll see, maybe another track running multiple events. Then we might get a 10 kind of round calendar in there, and the way they do the races at the moment, it'll probably equal about 45 races or something like that. And we'll get to see Scott McLaughlin win another championship. I forgot, we already ran Adelaide, so there's the first round done and dusted. 10 rounds. Good year. So that's what I think is going to happen with the calendar. If you've got any other thoughts or, disagree with what I've said, down in the comments or somewhere down there, link to my email, or well, not a link because I don't know how to do that, but email address supercarstalk@gmail.com. Until next time, I'll see you later.